There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide first-hand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
All right, guys. Today we're dealing with yet another sovereign citizen disaster in court. This time, it's a woman who's in trouble for violating her probation due to drug use. And instead of making the smart move and getting a public defender like any reasonable person would, she decides to represent herself because, you know, that always works out well. Now, personally, I don't think she's a true sovereign citizen. It seems more like she's just reciting one of those infamous scripts. But I want to hear what you think. Does she actually believe this nonsense, or is she just parroting what she saw online? If you're into courtroom chaos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's dive in.
Your Honor, this comes before the court today on a probation violation hearing. And it's the intent of the defendant at this time to stipulate. And I do believe there's a agreed sentence, as you would say in this case.
All right. Ms. Clark, you've heard the announcement of your attorney. Is that what you want to do? Admit to the violations?
No, actually, I'm gonna make a motion for my attorney to withdraw. I got this myself.
Oh, okay. What's the reason for that?
I just want to represent myself.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody give her a waiver of attorney form. Okay. It's muted for some reason. All right. Well, I've already gone over these rights with you, so you should understand them, but you have the right to hire your own attorney. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I've already appointed one. You qualified. You do have the right to represent yourself as well, and that's what you want to do today?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you want to waive your right to an attorney, when we do this, you have to follow the rules of procedure and evidence just as if you're an attorney. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has anyone promised you anything or threatened with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney?
No, sir.
All right. Looks like you've already signed it and sent it in here. Did you understand this form you signed?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your waiver and allow you to represent yourself. All right. Are you wanting to stipulate to the violations, or do you want to contest the hearing?
I'm gonna contest it.
All right. Mr. Hollis here.
Yes, Judge, I can grab them real quick.
Okay. Okay, state has the burden. Any opening statement, Mr. Marcinski?
No, sir, thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, any opening statement?
No.
Well, there goes any chance she had at actually defending herself. Honestly, I'm surprised this genius hasn't busted out one of those classic sovereign citizen scripts yet. You know, the I don't consent or the court has no jurisdiction nonsense. Thankfully, she spared us, at least for now. But here's the real problem. Your opening statement is everything when you're representing yourself. It's your one shot to set the tone, explain your side, and convince the judge you're not completely detached from reality. Skipping it or completely butchering it, that's basically waving a white flag and saying, yeah, I've got nothing. If you're going to play lawyer, at least pretend you know how court works. Let me know what you guys think so far now. Let's dive back in.
All right. State may call this first witness.
Thank you, sir. The state would call Court Service Officer Christopher Hollis. Sir, will you please state your name for the record?
Chris Hollis. I'm a court services officer.
In that job occupation, were you assigned the supervision of a Miss Ashley Clark? That supervision being for an endangering a child underlying 12-month sentence?
That is correct.
On May 18th of this year, 2023, did you test Miss Clark for the presence of drugs?
Yes.
And what was the result of that UA sample from Miss Clark?
It was positive for methamphetamine.
So her
Stating that
UA
she-
was positive for methamphetamines, and she also, in response to that positive UA test, signed in a statement of admission of using methamphetamines.
That's correct.
Did you order her to report on June 2nd, 2023?
I did.
And did she appear on that day?
She did not.
Has she appeared or reported to you since that time?
No.
Sometime after May 24th of 2023, were you advised by local authorities of her being arrested for a new crime?
Yes, and I did. I received that, and apparently she has new charges.
To your knowledge or to the notes, did Ms. Clark ever report that negative law enforcement contact with your office?
No, she did not.
That will be my questions for Mr. Hollis at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, do you have any questions for Mr. Hollis?
No.
All right, do you have any further evidence or witnesses, Mr. Marcinski?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I do not.
All right, Ms. Clark, you have time to, now it's your turn to present any evidence if you want to. Do you wish to present any evidence?
Right now, I see no evidence. This has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction.
If you want to present any evidence, do you want to present any evidence?
Is it just me, or does anyone else kind of feel bad for this girl? I mean, yeah, she's a criminal and probably not winning any awards for good decision making, but watching her get publicly humiliated like this is honestly hard to sit through. It's pure cringe. I'm actually uncomfortable for her right now, but then again, not that uncomfortable, because let's be real, she chose this. She could have had an attorney. The guy was literally sitting right next to her, coffee in hand, ready to go. He looked like he had all the time in the world to help her, and she just waved him off like she had it all figured out. That's the part I don't get about these sovereign citizens. Why go down this road? What's the logic? Free legal help, right there, and you say no. It just makes zero sense. Let me know, do you feel bad for her, or is she getting exactly what she signed up for? Either way, buckle up because she's about to get the hammer. Let's dive back in.
No? Okay. Well then, closing argument, Mr. Marcinski?
Your Honor, at this time, the state believes it is shown by a preponderance of the evidence that Ms. Clark is in violation of her probation and conditions of probation imposed by the court therein. The state's going to ask that you find that she is in violation of that probation. The state would point out that this is a misdemeanor probation for endangering a child. Therefore, Ms. Clark is entitled to no graduated sanctions, intermediate sanctions, or other relief set forth by the legislature on felony probations. Due to the litany of violations, the continued drug use, the failure to follow through with her treatment requirements, the state believes that she's shown that she's not amenable to probation and would recommend the court revoke and remand her to serve her underlying sentence.
All right, Ms. Clark, closing argument?
There are no facts to dispute before this court. I see no evidence that has the needed personal subject matter jurisdiction. The state is a fictitious plaintiff. The state of isn't here to testify. No injured man or woman is present before this court to provide firsthand knowledge. I am acting as surety for the named principal to contest jurisdiction. I am aware this is a taxable event and an excise tax is owed, and I want to be in compliance with the IRS code.
Okay. It'll be the order and judgment of this court. Well, first of all, I'll make my findings. The state's shown by preponderance of the evidence that you violated probation in this case using methamphetamine around the 18th, as evidenced by the 18th of May this year, as evidenced by the positive UA and the admission. Also find that you failed to report in violation of probation as alleged. That would be the June 2nd, 2023 date. You failed to successfully complete outpatient treatment at Summer Mental Health as ordered by the court, so I find you violated probation there as well. You also failed to report law enforcement contact within the business day in violation of the orders of probation. You have violated it does in a very substantial way. I will go ahead. It appears as if probation will be a waste of time in this matter, so I will revoke and remand you to serve your sentence, take her into custody.
All right. $1,200 every minute I'm in jail.
$1,200 for every minute I'm in jail. That's what this sovereign citizen actually claimed. Seriously, this woman really thinks she deserves to get paid to be in jail after endangering her child, violating her probation, and continuing her drug use. Just ... wow. I take back anything remotely sympathetic I said earlier. This isn't just delusion, it's absolute madness. You don't get a paycheck for breaking the law and putting your own kid at risk. Jail isn't some vacation gig you're not clocking in at a day spa. She's not a victim of the system. She's a result of her own terrible choices, and let's talk about that snarky little remark she made to the judge before getting arrested. It might not have been a direct threat, but it was dripping with disrespect. In my opinion, she should have been hit with contempt right then and there. That attitude alone shows she has zero understanding or care for the seriousness of the situation. Sovereign citizens like her love to live in this fantasy where the law doesn't apply to them, but they can still demand everything from the system. Pay me to be in jail. Get real. She's not a hero standing up to tyrannies. She's just another lawbreaker facing consequences. Alright guys, now that we've watched this circus play out, let me know in the comments, do you think she's got any shot of getting out of this? Or is she completely screwed like I think she is? And hey, do you think she'll be getting that $1,200 per minute? Spoiler, not a chance. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate you all. Take care.